I think a lot of it was accentuated by COVID and the fact we all locked down and had a lot of time to think, sometimes overthink, sometimes it was an opportunity to think about things that we needed to think about. The Black Lives Matter one actually came as quite a shock to me. The outpouring, not because of the substance and the virtue of what was being said, but suddenly being in a school where school pupils are up in arms about things that perhaps we had ignored, not been aware of, and suddenly you're confronted, and let's face it, we're all here for pupils, and if they come up with something that sounds genuinely to be a sense of trauma or grievance over a number of years, you feel, wow, we need to do something about this, but nobody was quite sure about what. And then, it could have been tokenism. I think sometimes there were tokenistic responses, but also some of the protests I think were slightly overdone as well. There was sort of retrospective criticism of the school for people who perhaps maybe could have done more themselves, and not just blaming the school for everything. So I think we were a little bit at sixes and sevens about what our response should be. I do think there was a core of good things that came out of it, but it was it was quite traumatic. And then of course with all these things, which I suppose part now of what you might call a bit of a culture war, is that old Westminsters would be writing in and saying, oh, this is all absolutely ridiculous, what's going on, why are you pandering to particular sort of minorities when we were young, this is how we did it. And so what was I left with? I was left with, I think, some core things of, I think it did wake us up a little bit for certain issues, and I think you had to take people's experiences of being at Westminster, people of colour, people from diverse backgrounds, who perhaps didn't say anything and just sucked it all up and accepted it. I think you had to take that obviously seriously and do something about it. And I think that's been a positive thing. So yeah, sometimes the pendulum shifts and hopefully it settles in a better place.